What we want to do now is let's talk a little bit about the language of the Canada goose and how these Canada geese communicate, because we want to take that and apply it in our styles of calling to communicate to geese. The Canada goose has the basic honk. This is the base foundation of this goose's vocabulary. And what he's going to do, he or she, is going to take that honk and they're going to alter it as they become more excited, or if they start to threat or communicate to a threat or to other geese. Canada geese, they communicate through aggression and excitement. So they're going to take that basic honk and they're going to start chopping it up and they're going to get higher pitched with it, and that's how they communicate. What we're going to talk about now is the murmur. The murmur is basically, it's a form of communication that Canada geese do. It's not real aggressive, but it is communication. They do show aggression through executing this sound, and they do show excitement. So it's definitely a sound that we want to add to our vocabulary as goose callers. The murmur is, what it is when geese are feeding or they're on the ground, it's basically just a low sound that they will do. A lot of times, if a Canada goose is feeding in a certain area and another Canada goose might be, getting within his personal space, so to say, he will execute the murmur that shows a little bit of aggression that's going to tell that goose, you better get out of my area or I'm going to nip your tail feathers. And it's just a low it's just a real low sound. Now, as goose callers, this is not a sound that we're going to be able to execute and turn a flock of geese at 100 yards. This is basically just sounds that you want to incorporate into your full vocabulary as a goose caller. It's a great background noise when you have geese working you and you don't want to get too aggressive with them. It's great sounds. It's realistic sounds, so it's definitely something we want to learn. To execute the murmur, what we're going to do is we're going to take that honk that we already know, and if you pay attention to the very first part of that note, that low sound that we've already practiced, that is the foundation of the murmur, that low. Now, the way we want to take that and apply it to goose language is you want to practice starting and stopping that low sound, that low. And all I'm doing is I'm going. By practicing starting and stopping it, we're going to gain full control of executing that sound. If you listen to live geese, they're just real erratic with that sound, that low. And then as they get excited with it, you'll hear them increase the intensity a little bit. It'll sound something like this. Now, like I said, this isn't a sound that that you're going to use all the time. It's not a sound you're going to turn geese with, but it's a sound we need to learn. So practice starting and stopping that low sound to achieve the murmur.